All right, guys, so today we're shuffling.
Every day I'm shuffling.
All right, we're going forward, shuffle on today. So this is actually this is a fun one. I call
you guys are ready.
Yeah, I call them toe taps, but I guess I can see how it's a shuffle, honestly. So man, I mean the benefits of this one, Rebecca, I don't know.
Some of the benefits of forward shuffle is you can develop your balance, your coordination, and your timing, which is something that we talk about all the time. Timing.
I mean, if it's not obvious that jump rope can help with your balance as well as coordination and your timing, like a lot of these moves, as you can see, and I say that figuratively, can help with your balance, your timing, and your coordination. This move in particularly can also help with strengthening your quadriceps, your knees, your hams, well, my hams in my case, but y'all hamstrings, y'all probably got, better legs than mine, as well as your ankles, yes, your ankles. But yeah, just because of how this move is, this is one of my go-to moves, actually. I like doing this move. Every once in a while, I'll throw it in just because when you jump for a long time, I kind of use this one as a shakeout kind of a move. And right now, I'm just standing here I'm doing the move just in standstill mode. Of course, y'all already know this is a good way to start getting into the move and to start learning the move. So let's first describe how to do the move, and you can walk through it just for our blind and our visually impaired viewers. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking my foot, so I'm in basic balance form right here. I don't have my arms out to the side yet. My rope is just still right here in front of me, just because you can just walk through this move, right? So basic balance form with my legs and with the rest of my body. And your foot, I'm going to use my right foot, is going to, I want to say it's a kick out, but it's more like a point, my toe, out towards the 12 o'clock, and I'm going to tap with my toe at the 12. And then I'm going to bring it back.
So your tapping toe is going to be in front of your regular foot that's still underneath your body, staying still. It's going to be in front anywhere between 6 to 8 inches, would you say? Or even 4?
Yeah. You can tap as far as you can just for balance sake. You want to keep your balance, of course. That's the most important part. So if it's making you go a little bit more forward like this, just so you can point, tap your toe. And when I say like this, right now I am, what would you say?
Almost in a lunge.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to come out forward like that. If you're trying to point your toe and you're coming out in like a lunge form, you don't want to do that. Make sure your legs stay.
Try to keep your foot within a few inches.
Yeah, right underneath you. You don't really even have to tap that far like Rebecca mentioned. Now this goes based off of how flexible, how mobile you are, how balanced you are. This is going to help with your balance. You can start out little, so maybe like an inch if you want, in front, inch, and then as you get more balance and more comfortable with the move, you start lengthening that up. And that's what I just did right now, just for all you blind and visually impaired people. Literally, I just started stepping, little steps right there, inch, and I started going further. And I'm not jumping either. I'm literally just walking. Just like when we were doing alternate foot and doing our little dino walk,
Right, getting form down.
Yeah.
Figuring out that timing.
Literally, I like just, and I think it's a bad habit too. You don't really want to get into. I kind of I'm
kicking your foot.
Yeah, I'm almost sliding my foot. Slide. But you don't want to slide it.
Tap.
Yeah, you want to tap it just because you're going over the rope. Now, the biggest thing too is right now, you want to make sure when you bring your leg back, you want it to be right underneath your center of gravity. There is another move that you guys are going to learn where...
We're not doing that now.
Yeah.
Keep your foot under you.
Under you, right underneath you.
So bring your foot back to basic bounce, basically.
Yep, right underneath you. All right, now Rebecca's gonna show you how it looks kind of in the jumping form without the rope.
So yeah, no rope. It's okay to work on it without your rope, get that timing down. So again, it's a small, so you're still hopping over the rope. One foot in front, I'm going right foot forward, and then come back, left foot forward, back, right foot forward, back, left foot, tap, back. Just like that. And go fast.
Now
You can add swinging with the rope too.
if you remember the alternate footstep, how I was doing like the boxer skip too, like alternate footstep, you can like do like that with your toes and stuff, like right underneath you, you're tapping your toe. This time you can kind of like tap it right in front of you like that, you know?
Oh, yeah, so instead of tapping underneath,
Tapping it underneath,
Slightly in
yeah,
front.
slightly in front. And this is how it can help with those knees, those quads, because as you can see by the motion, you know, you're using your quad to flex that. And then, of course, tap with your knee, like toe. And then you bring that back. And then, of
Using
course,
that hamstring.
using that hamstring. And not only that, like with your ankles involved, as you see, you're plantar flexing and dorsal flexing. Plantar flex, dorsal flex, you know, just to bring it back too. So that's kind of like how I do it when I'm jumping, more so, you know, kind of like swag it up. Like I said, that's my flavor.
how does it look with the rope?
So how it looks with the rope, let's see if we can get into it. So I'm gonna start out with a few basic bounces. Now I'm gonna go into alternate footstep, and then, ooh,
Okay. Timing important.
yeah.
But yeah, it's totally fine to start out with basic bounce to really get that jump going. There you go, tap, tap, right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot.
I wasn't confident where I was on the mat. Sometimes my confidence level where I am on the mat, it also plays a factor with how I jump. I'll just admit that.
The
As you
tap,
can
come
see-
back, tap, come back.
Yep, just like that. Now, of course, as you mentioned, the timing. You want to control your feet, and how sometimes it happens, just like now, I'll admit, I stepped on the rope. I did not do it on purpose, just because, of course, the rope will come around you, and you're kicking out like this, and then you're coming back, right? So the rope can go underneath your foot, and you can hit it. This is, once again, based off of where your hands are, arms are, you know, hand, foot coordination, you know. In my case, you may be able to see where the rope is, but then controlling that lower limb at the same time, you know. Remember,
Making sure you don't step too far back.
yeah, and remember how we said sometimes it's also based off of how you have your arms. You know, sometimes you may be like 10 and 3, 9 and 3, 9 and 1, you know, different things like that, making sure you control the rope, don't let the rope control you. But you see how many times I was able to jump and do that without messing up. You know, it's all about, when I say the proficiency, you know, just how many times can you go without messing up. If you're messing up every single time, then okay, you know, back to the drawing board, start over. Sometimes you may even just be tired, you know.
Or not warmed up properly.
Yeah, or not warmed up properly. That's probably, well, that is me right now. I
It's a
will,
little cold out.
yeah, I will admit that, but yeah, but once you get going, and I guess you could say full blast on this move, like I said, is fun. It's nice to just throw in, because now I use it kind of as like a shakeout of my legs when I'm jumping, you know, because I'm like alternate foot stepping a lot. I wouldn't say I'm basic bouncing. I'm doing a lot of moves that are right here underneath me, a lot of the times, and then it's like, all right, just shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. You know what I'm saying?
Shuffle it out.
Yeah, shuffle it out, shake it out, shake it out. Now you want to, of course, as I said, control your leg, because if you're just kicking out without a purpose, your leg can flop, you know? So this will also help you keep control of your lower limb.
Coordination.
Proprioceptors in your lower limbs, ankles, and all them things. You don't want to, like I said, just flop it on out. You want to be able to bring it back too. So
Make a point of making that tap and coming right back.
yep. And like I said, it doesn't have to be too far. I was tapping pretty far, but I just wanted the motion to be seen. You know, when you're jumping really fast, it's going to be hard to actually, I'll admit, go out that far. You know, you're going to probably just be right here, boom, 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 boom. You know.
So definitely start out slow, get
Yeah.
that form down with or without the rope, and then rep it out.
Yep.
That's how we elevate this jump, which is just like the basic bounce and the alternate foot.
Yep. And of course, you know, you can always throw in a side swing, shuffle. You know, y'all learned how to do the side swing jump, so side swing shuffle, side swing jump, alternate foot.
As we're building our repertoire, now we can add on all these different moves and really add these different moves to all of your workouts now.
Yep. Find out, and this is why we tell you the benefits, because now you have options to be like, okay, this move will help me with X, Y, and Z. You know, of course, this will help with your jump rope mastery, but now you can be a little more specific on, and if you got questions, of course, ask, but what move is good to help with, you know, my lateral shifting, going faster or going forward. I'm a runner. What move will help me strengthen X, Y, and Z? You know what I'm saying? This is why we share, like we said, the benefits. So this move, as you can see, we told you what it's good for. So segue into the recap. This move is good for Rebecca.
Balance, coordination, and timing.
Strengthens these quadriceps, hamstrings, ankles, as well as your knees.
Yeah.
And then of course, as you're doing the move, you're keeping that nice center of gravity right underneath you, tapping that foot right out in front of you. Not that far, you can start out by an inch and then you just start moving it out as you get your balance. Remember to keep your legs in control. You don't want to throw your leg out there and it's too far, the rope is coming around, you could kick it, you could hit it, you know, step on it. Anything can happen. And if it does happen, it's perfectly fine. You know, just
That's why we keep practicing. Also, another thing that we didn't point out, and I know we say this almost every video, but keep your core tight. Keep that core engaged, especially for this one, since we're moving our feet forward. It's very easy to lose that core. Arch that back and start moving back.
You want to.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Don't want to sacrifice the form just to try to do the move to kick your toe out, to try to go further.
Keep
That's
that core
one
tight,
thing.
keep that center of gravity right here.
Yeah. So all of our blind and visually impaired peeps, I look like one of them little toy drummer dudes with the straight legs leaning backwards, honestly. Like right now, can you describe how I look right here?
He's like taking a step forward while his shoulders are like way behind both of his feet. So he's leaning back. Not quite like Michael Jackson, but
Yeah, but for the sake of trying to point my toe out, like, you don't want that. You want all the motion to come from the hip. So with your left leg, you want it to, you know, quad. When I'm doing this, I'm more so trying to push my hip forward to push my leg out. Because when I do the lean back, I'm literally engaging my glute, and if you're not good at engaging your glute, it just may just be your hamstring to try to stick your toe out. You know, you're not flexing, honestly. You're extending in order to try to do the move, and that's not what we want. We want you to flex your quad, you know.
Make it an isolated movement.
Yeah, isolate the movement. Flex your quad. Like we said, it was going to help with your knees too. This move is, you know, hamstrings when you pull it back, and it's going to help with your ankles as well. So make sure you guys are not extending in order to extend your leg. No, you flex your leg. Flex that hip. Use your strong legs. We know you guys got them. Y'all made it this far. You know, you made it this far. So you got the alternate footstep, you got the basic bounce, you've mastered those, you mastered the side swing jump. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got
Keep
this.
working, keep practicing.
Yep, keep on working,
We
keep
believe
on
in you
practicing.
guys.
And of course, y'all contact us if y'all got any questions, if y'all need any help, got any, or want any tips. You know, this is what we're here for. We're here to help you guys in any way possible. And we thank you for allowing us to be a part of your jump rope master journey.
We appreciate you.
Like, very much so. Very grateful for all, you know, for all of you, for every single last one of you. Thank you for being here. Let's keep
Jumping, y'all.